Well, report in. I went out for a while, took the boys. We went in the RV, went over to the park over here. Took them over to the park, and they actually walked the whole way around the park. And Velcro is over here. He's out for the count now. Roger's having a little to eat. So after we did a hike around the park, it's maybe a mile or maybe a mile or mile and a half, 2 miles, something like that. After we did the walk, then we went to the grocery store, and I am still on my hyper carnivore. I'm having a big bowl of cottage cheese at the moment. I got really hungry, felt like having cottage cheese, so I went to the store. I bought for so my food, this will last me for, let's see, almost a week. This will last me a week, maybe. $64. And people think the carnivore diet is going to be really expensive. And I got organic chicken thighs, a pack of those. I got 2 packs of grass-fed beef. I got drunken goat cheese. I got double cream Gouda cheese, a thing of half and half, a thing of a dozen eggs that are pasture raised, organic, you know. I got cottage cheese, butter, good organic grass-fed butter, and a thing of cream cheese. So $64, all really healthy things. I'm on this diet now 28 days. I started around the 1st of March. So I've been on it just about a month. And it gets easier and better all the time. I have no cravings for carbs, no cravings for the sugar. It's getting better every day. I'm really, really surprised. Now the first week, I'm going to say it was hard. And then about, was it week, 2 weeks in? For one day, I got like, kind of like you get with that keto flu when all of a sudden everything hits. It lasted one day. That was it. Okay. Something I need to do, though, I think I need to amp up the oil a little more. So I might start doing the butter in the coffee. And that will help you to lose weight a little quicker. I'm not losing weight really quick. I am losing it, but very, very slowly, which is okay too. And what I understand, this diet, the more carnivore diet, without doing the carbs and those things, the fruits and the carbs, you wind up developing more muscle, you know, so my body is still working, burning and doing things. But again, I am so surprised. I'm on what's called the hyper carnivore, but I do also the dairy with it. I do all the full fat cheeses, all the dairy, milk, half and half, you know, those I have. Dairy I have, and the carnivore, the meat I have. Meat and dairy, that's it. No fruits, no vegetables. Oh, I take it back. When I have my double cream yogurt, I may have 4 blueberries in it. or I got in there black cherries, maybe 4 black cherries in it, just to have a little bit of something like a treat every now and again, okay? Now what I do with the chicken thigh too, I'll take a chicken thigh and I will, it's kind got the skin off of it, deboned and deskinned already. So, but I take a chicken thigh and I cut it up real well, and then I put it in the in with the bone broth, the chicken bone broth, and it really flavors the bone broth much more, because usually the bone broth really has no flavor to it, but you cook the chicken thigh in it and you get it's got a nice chicken flavor to it. So I'll have that like a little soup. I'll have it, yeah. So this has been really simple. Yesterday, Ronald brought me over some chopped liver. Good stuff. Okay, I like the chopped liver. So this morning I had an egg. I had the chopped liver. I cooked the egg white, and I had the egg yolk raw over the chopped liver, and then I had cooked egg white with it. So I used the whole egg. I kept the egg yolk raw. I like raw egg yolk. I like the meat with the raw egg yolk. If you've ever had, what is it? Not shabu shabu, the sukiyaki. If you ever have sukiyaki in Japan, you eat it with raw egg. And it just kind of makes that flavor more mellow, kind of a mellowing. So I do like the raw egg yolk. And if I'm going to have raw egg yolk, I always have the ones from the pasture-raised chickens that are, you know, small, from a small family farm, pasture-raised chickens and stuff. And you can always tell they're so much better quality because the egg yolks are really nice and orange. Now, the ones you get at a regular grocery store, you'll see they're kind of a pale yellow. They're just kind of sickly looking. That's all I can say. They're anemic looking, okay? I don't want an anemic egg. But you get the ones that are pasture raised, and the egg yolks are, usually the eggs are brown, and the egg yolk is this nice, brilliant orange color, just really deep color. And so you know that that's a good egg yolk. It's got a lot of the vitamins and things in it that you need. So anyway, I just wanted to report on the diet. It is going well. I'm really enjoying it. I can see there's toxins, things coming out. I still have these. This is from when I had that rash from the niacin. I had that big flush, and then all of a sudden I got these things that are just like, they were itching like crazy. But again, my body's still releasing some of the last of the nonsense from when I was doing the other dietary thing. But I have to say, I'm actually sleeping now, where I wasn't when I was having carbs. When I had carbs, I would get up really early all the time. I wouldn't be sleeping. You know, I'd be up all through the night and just hardly sleeping. And since I'm starting the carnivore, now I'm starting to sleep more. I've never slept so much in my life. I can't believe it. Today I didn't get up till 8:30 in the morning. That's crazy. I've never, ever slept like that in my life. But it's good for your system to get some sleep. So, yeah, I just wanted to report in, you know, and if something changes with this, I will let you know. You know how I am with when I do the diets. I let people know how it is, what's going on with it. With this, you really don't need to be taking all these supplements because I'm getting like a ton of liver. I found a place here. I have to go all the way to, oh, what's the name of it? Anyway, it's a ways away. They have a farm, grass-fed beef that they do and they process there. That I'm going to go pick up some things maybe within a few days. But it's good to know that I have that so I can get the good grass-fed beef liver And they also have the pasture chickens, organic and everything. So I know a place where I can go, especially for my organ meats and stuff. You know, it's good to eat a lot of organ meats and, you know, chicken heart and the livers and all of that. Very healthy for you. So I'm going to go get those soon. I wanted to tell people, if you've never had raw chicken, yes, I know, raw chicken, I did have it once, but really, you have to be so careful with the chicken. You have to have really that slaughtered the right way, and yeah. But I did have it once, and they do have it in Japan, the raw chicken, like a sashimi. They make it, and you kind of marinate it like ceviche. You do it like ceviche, like a fish. You leave it in overnight with some lime or some sort of a citrus, and it kind of starts breaking down the protein in it. And it's really like eating sushi. I was very surprised. So I have had it before. I don't make a habit of eating it because, like I said, you really have to know where your meat is coming from. That's one thing that you have to be really careful of, the chicken. So I'm going to check when I go here to see how they are processing their chickens. Maybe when I go up to Washington State. My son has a farm, and he has chickens and goats, and Lord only knows what he's got up there. But maybe I'll get one from him, you know. Yes, he actually does all his own things, was going to get into organic stuff. I always laugh about it. My son was very smart, very, very intelligent. In the military, he worked on the president's phone line, the security for the president's phone line. Okay. He got out of the military. He went to work for Disneyland, Disney Corporation, and was a software architect, which is, you know, really brainiac job. Not too many people do software architect. But he got tired of the rat race, and so I laugh. He went from being a software architect to being a goat herder. So I have to laugh. My son, the goat herder. Anyway, he's loving it. He loves having the little farm. I would have never expected that in a million years. You never know what your kids are going to wind up doing in life. Their life, I don't interfere, you know. It's our job to give them a body, to give them the best foundation that we can, and then let them go on their way to live their life, you know, because this is their life, their choices. Okay, so that's where that's at. Anyway, I just wanted to check in and let you know, this is what happened during my day, what happened during yours. Okay. But I have to say, so far, once you get over that first hump, you know, the first week you're going, oh, I don't know if I can just do meat. I don't know if I can. You're like, really? Just meat? You know? And then it's getting more and more rare. I actually went yesterday with Siddhananda. We went out to eat, and I told him, you know, bring it as rare as they will. Hamburger, you know, usually they cook it to death like shoe leather. It came out, and I mean, it was barely singed, and inside it was barely warm. I mean, it was raw. So it was raw. So now I know where to go if I want actually to have almost raw meat. I did find one place that it was very accommodating. Okay. It must be somebody that understands that diet. I mean, because they barely singed it one side, and this side you could put a little color on the outside. That was that was it. It was raw. So anyway, yeah. I've always had my meat rare anyway, so, you know, raw would not be a big step up, but I don't like cold anyway, so I'll continue to singe the outside of it, warm it up some. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here, and I hope everyone is having a great day. See you online. Aho.